We want to transform factorization into formula method. We want to transform this factorization into what? Into formula method. So this is the factorization equation here. Y is the what? The formula equation to find the value of what? Value of x. So the process of transforming factorization into formula is called completing the square, right? So let's go through the process now. So we are going to write ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Starting point here. This is the starting point. So ax squared plus what? Plus bx plus c equals to 0. The next thing we're going to do is to bring the c out. Let's bring the c out. So we have ax squared plus bx equals to minus c. So after this, we are going to divide all through by a. If we divide all through by a, we are going to have ax squared over a plus bx over a is equals to minus c over what? Over a. Right? So this cancels this. So we are going to have x squared plus bx over what? Over a is equals to minus c over a. Right? So and if you look at it now, we have the coefficient of x here to be what? Coefficient of x to be plus b over a. So we are going to say half. Half. When you say half, it means multiply half by what? Plus b over a. Plus b over a. The coefficient of x here. So if there is minus here, it's going to be minus b over a. But here it's plus b over what? Over a. So we are going to have what now? We are going to have plus b over 2 times a, that is 1 times b is 1b, it is b. 2 times a is what? Is 2a. So here we have plus b over 2a. So the next step is you square it, you square it, which will simply mean plus b over 2a squared. And after that we say add plus b over what? 2a squared. I'm definitely writing this plus again because if it is minus right here, we are going to put the minus. So there is something we want to do with that later. Add this to what? To the both sides. To the both sides. And what side are we talking about? Actually, we are talking about this side here. So we are going to have what? X squared plus bx over a, then we are having this plus b over 2a squared equals to, then we come back and we say here minus c over a plus b over 2a squared. So we have to add both sides. Add this side and this has side. Now, what we are looking at here, right, is a perfect square. What we are looking at here is a what? A perfect square. Everything here is a perfect square. What do you mean by perfect square? Actually, if you have to find the square root, find the square root of x squared minus 6x plus 9. You know, the answer is actually x minus 3. Right? Because this expression here is a what? Is a perfect square. For example, if you say x minus 3 squared, and you expand by saying x minus 3, by writing x minus 3, x minus 3, we are going to have x squared minus 6x plus 9 if you expand it. Right? So the expression here is the what? Is the perfect square. And what we are going to do to bring it under square, bring it generally under square is this. Look at this x. Write it. Write the x. Neglect this one. Right? Neglect everything here, including this sign. Neglect it. Right? So write plus. Then write what's inside the bracket here, which is b over what? B over 2a. Right? So then square. Again, you are writing only this x. Don't put square, write only x. Neglect this one. And then when you come here, just write this sign plus. This sign here is 1 here. Then this b over 2a is also added. Then you put square outside. If you expand this, you are going to get everything here. So equals to what now? Minus c over a plus here. Now we can do away with this now. But if it is minus, let's say it's minus from the beginning. If it is minus from the beginning, from here, If it is minus from the beginning, that means by the time you expand here to this square, you are going to get plus. Let's say for example now, it is minus b over 2a. You know it's going to be minus b over 2a times minus b over 2a. Minus minus is plus, it's going to become plus b over 2a. But since it is plus here, it's still the same thing, which is plus b over 2a times plus b over 2a, will give us what? B squared over what? 4a squared. That is, this square here belongs to everything. Just like if you have, let's say you have m over np squared. The square belongs to everything there. So it is m squared over what? N squared p squared. The square belongs to everything, right? So the next step is x plus what? B over 2a equals to, we find the LCM. The LCM of what? Of 4a squared and a is what? Is 4a squared. Is 4a squared. The LCM is 4a squared. What should I explain that one? For example, let's come back here. If you have something like this 4a squared, and then you have what? You have a. You know, the first one is 2, so it's going to be 2a squared and then a, 2 again. You are going to have a squared and a, then you have a, you are going to have a here 1, then you have a 1 1. So you can see that the LCM is what? 4a squared. So the LCM is 4a squared. So let's go. Here we have a in 4a squared is 4a. 4a times this, we have minus 4a what? 4ac. Plus 4a squared is 1. Then here you have what? B squared. So we are going to have x plus b over 2a is equals to, let's write it down, we have b squared minus what? Minus 4ac over what? Over 4a squared. So at this point, remember, sorry, we still have our square here. We still have our square here. Now, so at this point here, what do? We move this square to this, it becomes what? Square root, or find the square root of what? Of both sides. So we are going to have x plus b over what? Over 2a. So I'm moving this one to this side. We are going to have plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over what? Over 4a squared. See? Right? So when we find the square root of both sides, or move this to this side, it becomes what? Plus or minus. Right? So now, the next thing is we have what? X. Before I continue, let me actually explain why it is plus or minus, right? If you are asked to find something like this, the square root of what? Of 4. The answer is simply what? Plus or minus 2. Why? Because minus 2 squared is what? Plus 4. And plus 2 squared is what? Plus 4. Right? So, anytime you have to find square root, actually it has two values. Plus or what? Or minus. Then, let's move it. Here we have, if you move this expression here, this thing, plus b over 2a to this side, it becomes what? Minus b over what? Over 2a. Plus or minus. Now, we cannot find the square root of this, but we can find the square root of the denominator. There is sign here, so we can't easily find the square root of it, but we can find the square root of the denominator. So we are going to have the square root of what? B squared minus what? Minus 4ac over what? Over, the square root of 4 is what? 2, and the square root of a squared is what? Is a. Right? So after that we have now, since the denominators are what? Are the same. What we just need to do is to add and subtract what? The numerator. So since they are the same, for example, let's say you have such expression like 5 over 9 plus 1 over 9. You know? Since the expressions are the same, you can just have 9 and then say 5 plus 1. Plus 1, that is, you make it 1, right? 1 is from pick 1, and then add what? The numerator. And if you have something like 7 over 8 minus 4 over 8, you know they are the same. So you just say minus, just 7 minus 4 over what? Over 8. Now, the same thing gives to here too. We are going to have minus b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac over what? Over 2a. So this here is what? Is the formula method. Now the process we pass through here. This here is what? Is factorization, right? So this here is what? Is formula method. Now the process we pass through from here down up here is called completing the square. So next time we are asked to use completing the square method. Completing the square method. This is what they ask you to do. from here to here. So for example, let's say we have 3x squared, let's say we have minus 5x plus 2 equals to 0. 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 equals to 0. We have to solve this using completing the square method. So you can check up on the next video. So where we'll be using completing the square method to solve this. Thank you.